Hi everyone, I hope you all are good, and today we are going to start these topics. So I have completed ORM and query sets in my previous video. So this video will be about request objects, serializers and status codes. But now I'm not going to just explain you theory, I'm going to explain you these three topics, and apart from these three I will also cover the ORM and query sets. These two topics also I'm going to cover them through a project. So we are going to start a new project from here, from this point, and that project will cover all these concepts, so you will get a better understanding of whatever we have covered till now. And what we are going to cover next is request object, serializers and status code. So you will get a proper understanding of all these five concepts, which are very important from like Django perspective. You must know these things. So we'll cover these all things now in a project. I will start a new project from this video, and you will get to know you will get a practical knowledge of these five topics. So let's get started. So friends, we are going to build this project, room booking system, and I will help you to create these four features: get list of hotels, check availability in a particular hotel, and book hotel, and check out at hotel. So I'll help you to create these four features, and after that I will give you an assignment that you have to do on your own: add new hotel and see the status of rooms. So these two features you will be able to build on your own. I'm pretty sure about that, because I'm going to explain you things in very detail, and it will be very easy for you to complete this assignment of two features. And you have to build this project with me. You have to build these four features with me, and after that you can try this assignment. And if you are not able to do it, you can tell me in the comments. I will explain my approach in the end. So let's start this video. So friends, now I have opened my VS Code, and now I will start building this project. So for that you have to open the terminal, and the very first step is to create the virtual environment that I explained you already in the previous project. So the command for that is python -m venv, and the name of the environment, which will be env. And once you will hit this command, this environment will be created, and then we need to activate this environment. So for that we need to write source. This command may be different if you are using Windows. You need to write environment scripts bin activate, and in this we just have to write, in Mac or in Linux we need to write source env bin activate. Now you can see in the terminal here that it has now env inside it. Before this line, it means our environment is activated. Now we can start working on it. So now we have activated our environment. We need to install some packages using which we can create our project. So we will install Django first. So pip install Django, and we are also going to install Django REST framework. So let's start, and when you will hit this command, these packages will be installed. Now after installing these two packages, because these two are initially required for us for building our project, we need to create our Django project, and the command for that is Django admin start project, and the name of the project. So this is going to be a room booking system, so I can write just booking system, which will be a generic name. And after that I'm going to add a dot, which is for, like, I want to create this as this folder as a root directory. So that's why I have added dot here, so that my manage.py will be inside this folder only, room booking. It won't create a separate nested folder. So that's why I have this dot here, and you can see manage.py is created here, so we don't have to do anything with it. So our project is created. Now our second step is to create a app. So the command is very similar: Django admin start app. I have already explained these things in previous projects, so I hope you have no problem in it. I'm going to name my app as API, and just I will enter, and now API is created here. My project is created, my app is created, project is here. And now I have to write install my app inside this project. So for that we need to add it in installed apps. So I need to write API here. It means that we have installed our app inside this project, and I also need to add REST framework, because we are also going to use this. So now I'll explain you what exactly how we are going to build this project. I will show you the design first, and so that you can get a better understanding of what we are going to build. So guys, now for you I have created a schema so that you can get a better understanding of how our database is going to look. So what we are going to exactly build is, first we are going to build a hotel model which will contain name, location and total number of rooms it has. For example, there could be a hotel name, the name could be anything like Radisson, and location I created another model which will point out like this location in this hotel will be have a foreign key relation with this location. Means this location is another model that we are going to create, and in this location we are going to store area, landmark and pin code and state of that location. So a hotel could be, for like in a single location there could be multiple hotels, so that's why I have created a foreign key here, and this location will be connected to a location object. And then this hotel will be containing a total number of capacity of rooms, like how many rooms it has. And after that, our third model is room. A room will be attached to a hotel. Like in a hotel there may be multiple rooms, so that's why this is also a foreign key. I could mention here this is a foreign key relation. And then this room will contain a capacity, like how much people could accommodate in this room. This also we need to add in this model. And for just now you have to just see what kind of fields we have in these models. Once we'll create the models, you will also get clarity. So now you can see the fourth model, booking, which will contain two fields, the room, like the room which is going to book, and the person who is going to book, that will contain that we are going to store in user. So both of these will be foreign keys, because like one user, one room could be booked by many users at multiple times, and one user could book many rooms. There is no limitation of such kind, but we have to handle race conditions, like in a single time they one room could not be booked for multiple users. So that thing we have to take care of while designing our APIs. So I will explain you how we can do everything. For now, just understand that we are going to build these four models. The schema might change with the requirements. I can change it later, but what I am currently thinking is I have represented it here for you so that you can also stay aligned with me. So let's start coding these models. So let's start building our models. So our first model will be location model, because we are going to use location model in our hotel model, and then we are going to build hotel model. And then the third model will be rooms, because we are going to use use hotels in rooms. And then we are going to build finally our booking model. So we'll start with the location model. So how we can create it? Class location. Model is just a class, Python class, so we just have to write class location, and then we have to add fields here. So for our location we might have city, and then we have state, and then we have zip code. But we cannot write it like this way. For a model, for a class to be identified as a Django model, if you want this location to be stored in database, you want a table for this location, for this class, so you need to do one thing. You need to inherit this with the model provided by Django. So you have to add here models.model. I hope you know inheritance feature of like object-oriented programming, because I told you already that the prerequisites for this course is object-oriented programming. So you need to have a good understanding of this inheritance thing. We need to inherit a model class provided by Django, because if you don't inherit, it won't be identified by Django as a database table, and it will be a simple class. But we want it to be a database table. That's why I am inheriting Django's model here, and we need to import it here. So from django.db import models. I am explaining you these small things because it makes things clear for you. You will now have understanding why we have written this models.model here, because we are inheriting Django's model, and it will help this class to be identified as a database table. That's why we have added here. Now we have a city field, and it is going to be a database table. So I'm writing models. I'm using Django's model, models.char field. Char field means it will be a simple text, and in char fields it is mandatory to pass maximum length. So our city name will be at max 50 characters, and our state similarly will be of 50 characters, max length 50. And then for zip code, we can have an integer field. Zip code will be integer, so we can write it models dot integer field. Now we have completed our location model. We have city, state and zip code. This is all we needed in our location model. Now I'm going to create our hotel model, which will be very similar hotel, and it is also going to be inherited by Django's model because we want it as a database table. And then we have to write the fields in hotel model. So a hotel will be having a name, so name will be a char field also. So models dot char field, and hotel name could be of maximum, let's say 50 characters. And then this hotel will be at certain location, and for that we have created a model above. So we can write location equals to models dot foreign key. Now this is very important. What is foreign key? I will explain you. So in models dot foreign key, you have to write which model it is pointing to. So we have, for location we are pointing to this model. That's why in foreign key we have written model, the location model. And then we have to pass a parameter on delete. What if this, for example, what if this location deleted? What we have to do with this hotel instance? So for that purpose we need to pass a on delete parameter. So for now in on delete we can write models dot cascade, means we want to delete all the hotels also. Once location is deleted, we are going to delete all the hotels at that location. So this was the location that we wanted here, and in hotel model we wanted one more thing, that was capacity of, like, total number of rooms that we can write here. So let's say total rooms, we are writing total rooms models dot it will be an integer field. It is just a count, so we are keeping it in an integer field. Total rooms, let's say default I'm keeping it 1, because in a single hotel there must be one room, otherwise it won't be considered as a hotel. So this is a validation that I have added. Similarly, you can add more fields if you want. So this is a way through which you can create models in Django. Now I would like to focus more here in this foreign key field. What does it mean? It means that a certain location, that a fixed location, let's say you have a location Mumbai, and it must have some city, zip codes, everything. I'm just saying its city name, Mumbai. So at Mumbai you can have like multiple hotels. It is not just like you will be having only one hotel. You can have multiple hotels like Radisson. So at one location you will be having multiple hotels, and one hotel will be at only one location. For example, let's say we are considering that these are unique hotels and they don't have branches. We are not considering branching. So one hotel could be present at one location only. That's why I have added this foreign key field here, because for every hotel there will be one location. But if you want to see all the hotels at a certain location, you can also do that using this model. So I will explain it later in the APIs when we are going to create APIs for it. So models are very simple. You can now create models for room, class a room. It will also inherit models.model, and then we need to add fields here. So fields will be capacity of this room. Let's say we are going to keep it models dot integer field, and default capacity will be 1, because at least one person could stay in any kind of room. So you can keep it default 1, but capacity could be more than 1 also, and one room will be attached to one hotel. So we have to add this foreign key field again, like this room belongs to which hotel. For that purpose we are keeping a foreign key. So models dot foreign key, and then we have to write hotel. It means we are keeping the hotel through to which this room belongs. Now on delete also I am writing a models dot cascade. It is saying that if that hotel will be deleted, this room will also be cleared. It could not stay here, and this could not be null, because one room must belong to one hotel. So I'm writing null equals to true, sorry, null equals to false. It is not required to mention here, but it's okay. Let's remove. We can also keep moving ahead. So now room is capacity and hotel we have written. So this was all that I can think of for now room. The last model is class booking model. So you are going to learn one more important concept here, an important thing in Django that you must know. Django provides a user model, already built inbuilt user model, which we can use very easily. For that we need to import it from django.contrib dot auth dot models. We can import our user model. It denotes a user here. So what we can do, a booking will be done by a user only. As we all know, a person will come and he will book hotel, he will book a room. So how we are doing it? So in a booking model, in a booking table, we must be having a user, and that user will be a foreign key because we are attaching it to a different model. So we are attaching it with the user model, and on delete we can, if a user is deleted, we are going to delete all its booking. For now, let's say model sort cascade. So in a booking we must have a user, and then we must have a hotel. Which hotel we are going to book? So hotel will be models dot foreign key, and it will be attached with the hotel model, and then we have on delete parameter also here, models dot cascade. If hotel will be deleted, all its booking will also be cleared. So we have to write models dot cascade. Now we have created our models for now, which I think will be sufficient for our use case for our simple project. And the next step after creating these models is to run the migration. So how we can do it? As I already explained, it is very simple. First we need to activate our environment, and once it is activated, we need to run python manage.py make migrations. So once you will run this command, a migration file will be created inside this migration folder, which will contain all the notes about what changes you want in database, what changes you want to implement in database. So it is kind of short note which we are going to apply on our database. So these are notes which we are going to pass in database, that now we want our database to be ready. So after creating migrations, means after creating these notes, we have to run migrate command. So python manage.py migrate. Now this migrate will apply all these changes in the database. So after this, we can start our server and see if everything is fine. So for starting our server, we have to write python manage.py run server, and that port is already in used. Let's say I want to start in a different port, so we can write 8001 and it will be started in this port. You can click on this URL to see the APIs that we are going to build. This is the server, our server's URL. So once you will click on it, you will reach to this interface. It is saying that now our project is successfully running, but we cannot see anything because we have not created any API yet, and I will create it in a bit, but for now we are focused more towards admin panel. So let's go to the admin URL, and you can see here they are asking us username and password. This is the default admin panel provided by Django, and it is a very great feature of Django. We don't need to create any admin panel. Django takes care of it. We just need to use it, and for using it we need credentials. How we can create credentials? We need to come to VS Code, and we can come to new terminal here, activate the environment if it is not activated on yours, and the command to create a credential for admin panel is python manage.py create super user. So we are going to create super users which could access that admin panel. So once you will run that command, they are asking username. So for now I am writing just admin. Email address you can keep blank or you can add. In password you can write anything. You need to type that again and it will be created. So once we have created our admin credentials, we can go and check admin panel. So let's see. So this was our admin panel, and we just have to add the credentials that we just created, and after that we can log in. It is saying wrong password. Okay, now it was correct. So you can say this is the admin panel provided by Django, and there are two tables that you can see, groups and users, which are default they are provided by default in Django. As I already told you while I was creating models, that Django provides a user model, and you can see that here. If you click at users, you will see the list of users. For now there is only one user that we just created using super user command. You can add new users from here also. So these are the fields that you need to provide. You can also create your custom users. It depends on you, and I will explain you how you can do that also, but later. For now we are just using Django's custom user and Django's user. Now we have also created 4 different models, but we could not see that like those models here in Django admin panel. And to see those models, we just need to do some simple things. In our apps folder, like in our, for now our app is API. So in this folder you can see admin.py, and here you can write, you can register your models so that they will be visible on the admin panel. How we can do that? So we have to write admin.site.register, then the name of your model. So we have created 4 models, so we need to import all of them because we want to see all of them in the admin panel. So from .models we can import everything, and let's add those models. So first model was hotel, and similarly we can write for location, and then we have rooms, and then last one was booking. Now after saving it, we can check again, and if we reload this admin panel, we can see all our models of this app. For now our app is API and we have 4 models inside it. You can open each model and you can see there are no bookings yet, there are no hotels yet, no locations, no rooms. How we can see that, how we can how we can use this admin panel is like, if I want to add a room, I can add from here, I can add from here, 2 buttons here, and I need to provide all the fields that I defined in my model. So I have capacity and hotel here. For now we don't have any hotel, so I can create a new hotel from here. So this is a simple thing that you can explore in Django admin panel. So I would like to create everything from scratch, each of the instance of these models from scratch, so that you will get understanding of the schema that we already built. So I started with location model. So first I will create a location. So I come here and add location. So city, let's say I am adding Bangalore. State will be Karnataka, and zip code, let's say 57021. It could be anything for now. These are some dummy data, and now we have to click on save, and our location object will be saved. But see, there is a catch. You can see here location object 1. It is not readable. If I add one more location, let's say I am adding Mumbai, and state is, and let's say zip code, how you will identify that which one was Bangalore, which one was Mumbai? So it is becoming difficult for us, and to simplify this thing, Django has something inside it. So how we can do that? Come to models.py and define a string function here. So def str, this is a dunder method, which are special methods in Django. In Python. You can learn more about them in their documentation. So I'm writing what I want to see, self. I hope you know what is self. Self denotes the current instance of this class. So whatever instance it is, I want to show its name here, city name, and after followed by, I would like to see the state also. So self.state. Once I will write this, I will see all the locations in this format only in our admin panel, and I will show you how it is looking. So now when you will come at this dashboard, you will reload and you will see the location Mumbai, Maharashtra, Bangalore, Karnataka. Now it is readable and it is more useful for us. So we have created locations, then we need to create hotels. So let's come and create hotel. Let's say I'm writing a name here is Hotel Parker, and then we have to add location where this hotel is present. So let's say it is present in Mumbai, and it has capacity of 43 rooms, let's say. So we can save here. Here also we are seeing hotel object 1, and I want to see the name instead of this hotel object 1. So how we can do that? We can write def dunder method here also, a string dunder method, and we need to write a string here, name of the hotel I want to see, and I need to write self.name. Self is nothing but just the current instance of this class which is executing this method. So we can write self.location and capacity also if I want to See, I can write here self.capacity. So now once I have saved it, you can see if we refresh it, it is saying okay, hotel object has no attribute capacity. So it was not capacity, it was room, total room. So we can correct it. And if we will reload it, you can see the hotel name, location, and the capacity of it. So this is how you can modify the how data is readable or not. After that, we need to add a room. So I want to add a room. Let's say for this room, the capacity is 4 people, or let's say 3 people, and this is a room inside this Parker hotel. So I have created a room inside this hotel, and then I want to book. So how I can book it? So to add a booking, we have just clicked on this add button, and for now I am admin and I want to book this hotel. So I will click on the hotel, and then I will save. But see, we are missing something. We are not able to see which rooms are allotted to us, and for that we need to have a field in room, if a field of room in booking model also, which I think is important. So let's add here. We are adding a room field. Which room will be allocated to us? Models dot foreign key, and it will be associated with this room model. And on delete, we can write models dot cascade for now. Cascade works at most of the times. And if I have changed something in my model, I need to run migrations again, which you don't have to forget. So how we can write it? Just open the terminal and run both those commands: python manage.py make migrations. And it is saying that you have already some data which we just created using admin panel, and now a new field is added. So how we have to deal with those data which was already present? For example, in our booking model, we have 2 fields, but we are adding one more field. So how we are going to deal with the other data that are previously present in that model? So they are saying there are 2 options. For now, we can quit normally and define a default value in models.py. So I am going with the option 2. I am going to quit, and we are going to define a new default here. Default leave it. I am just writing null equals to true. Room could be null for now. To avoid that error, I am adding null equals to true. It means even if this field is empty, it is okay for us. Now if we will run migrations, it will be successful, and we need to migrate it. Python manage.py migrate. So once you run this, you can see a new field on the admin panel: hotel and room. But I will explain you later how we can do all these things through API, because we are not going to give admin panel to everyone. We are going to build APIs which will help us to do these things, these operations. So we are going to build that in next video, because this video is going to be very long and it will be not feasible for us to cover everything in the single video. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will for assignment kind of thing, you can explore more with this admin panel, what you can do, how we can customize this admin panel. You can learn more about it through documentation, and you can play with models, you can play with admin panels for now. And if you want to add more fields here, more models here, if you want to enrich this project, you are open to do that. My purpose here is to just explain you what the intent, how you can create models, what are their significance, what things you can do with models, and then we are going to build APIs to do those things, so that you will be you will have a good idea of how Django works. So that's now for this video. In next video we are going to build our APIs. So I'll see you in that. Bye.